The Future Forecasting Group remote viewers are just getting feedback on a target that they worked, which involved these geoglyphs in the Jordanian Black Desert. It was something none of us had ever been exposed to before. And here you're going to hear us reacting to the feedback after we gave our data. Now, the full project where you see all the actual data and the analysis is going to be published in about a week or two, so that has to be edited and that will come out, I think, in about 2 weeks. But for now, just seeing our reaction to our work on the data, this was an amazing project. Thank you, whoever gave us this one to look at. And here we are talking about what the data meant to us. Again, you'll see the full data in a couple of weeks when the full project is edited. So here you go. Enjoy this.
After our session, going through our sessions, like, yeah, I can kind of get an idea of what these people, what their mindset could have been while creating these things, knowing that they're creating something not for them, even though in my opinion, they were creating some kind of what would be considered now like a magic circle or something like that, where you cast a circle and you do your magical work in there. That looks like a magical creation area where I could see the priests, doing the summoning the gods and all that kind of stuff at that opening area. That's what that looks like to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. I'm kind of intoxicated by the whole thing right now, thinking about it.
Have you ever seen what the ancient druids used to do? Like, they were pretty developed with their spiritual practices, and yeah,
still are.
Yeah.
The best data of the whole thing, though, might have been Nyiam's shot of the guy with the standing there with a shovel digging something.
Yeah.
If you would have been monitoring Nyiam at that moment and said, "Why is this guy digging this?"
Yeah, that could have been the creation right there, like the physical.
That probably
creation.
was, because they're kind of crude. I don't think they were gouged out by a laser with a UFO. It looks more like some guys went and dug shit.
Yeah,
I think that may be the best moment right there was Nyiam's guy with a shovel.
I think the overarching concept, or the dynamic of seen from above, is that from the ground, they mean nothing whatsoever. If you're walking by that, you're just like, oh, whatever. But if you're,
they're for the gods.
Yeah, if you're 60,000 feet in the air, you're like, Jesus, is that a lizard embryo I'm looking at? That looks suspiciously like a human embryo, or whatever it's supposed to be, right?
Yeah.
There's also this is there were a couple of times where I was looking at it, but I wasn't looking at the things. I was like above them, but I was looking over here, or you're on the ground, you're looking over there. So it's possible to remote view these and miss them, because you've got to be at a specific altitude and looking at an angle. Like, you could be plopped. I remember one session I did where I saw this lava rock and white swirling foamy water from a wave, and it was like real experiential. I was like, oh yeah. And the target was a guy throwing a fishing net, a Hawaiian fishing net. And so he was over there, but I was looking over here. So there's always that. But
yeah, when you're at a target, you're always looking for something, you know what I mean? So to see static land, it's not usually the most interesting part. You usually end up looking, keep looking.
I kept seeing land over and over again. Like, what the hell? Why am I looking at this desert land with some hills? Okay. But well, we got there eventually.
Yeah. There's a very interesting intention going on.
Good mystery behind that. I like it.
Yeah, I want to know more about this cyborg, or the conjuring that Edward was talking about. Like, what was that all about? Like,
well,
what thread were you guys pulling on?
My thinking about these, because they're saying these are like thousands of years older than the Nazca lines.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I see something like this, what comes to my mind is if has some kind of spiritual or godly intention behind it, probably conjuring, and maybe they're offering their recently dead king to the gods, or they want the god to come back down and enter the king, or whatever. They're doing some kind of intention behind that. I mean, it's not like, oh, I'm gonna paint a bowl of fruit on a table because I'm gonna try to match it. I mean, this is like not that.
We did Gobek Tepe, which is also a type of stone circle, monument, and very similar data. Some of us had giants and robot cybernetic, very similar data with a very similar phenomenon, some kind of arrangement of stones and usually a barren place having in an ancient society, so they're and those are all done blind, totally separate sessions, and here we are with similar data again. So
that's a really fascinating, really fascinating target. I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, you guys keep on getting tasked with these things I never heard of before.
How do they come up with it? I mean, we're all into ancient mysteries and UFO shit and weird past stuff, and like none of us ever stumbled across this one yet. Wow.
Yeah, this came from one of our subscribers. They had contacted Jamie and Phil and said, hey, we think that we have a theory about these formations. Can you tell us more? And so they're like, yeah, let's give it a shot.
Well, whoever that was, thank you. We worked your target. Wait, it's going to publish in about a week or so. So stay tuned. It's a good one. You'll want to see the whole layout of every viewer's work and then the analysis. It was like, woohoo.
It always leaves you wanting more. Like, wait, tell me more about that.
Yeah.
Definitely got me thinking differently about these things because of the age of this one. This one's really old.
I like the six. I'd like to know more about 6 hemispheres for a brain.
Yeah,
6-part brain, and the guys from Mars that came over here, it potentially did that, and it's just a lot. You could go a lot of different directions with that stuff.
Yeah, we're all running on 2 cylinders, and Dick got a V6.
I drew that, and I wrote it down, and I finished the session, and I admit that I went and Googled like 6 hemisphere brain. Is there such a thing? So, because when stuff comes at you from such left field that you've never had in your life experience, like a giant with big shoulders that has a 6 hemisphere brain. Okay, do I dare put that down? They're going to think I'm crazy. And then Nyiam draws the same damn thing.
Yeah, I was surprised. Experiment gone wrong, the Frankenstein type of theme that was in a couple of our data.
And we all said the word experiment. Yeah.
That's as random as it gets in terms of, we're working some stone circles. We're all blind, and we all come out talking about that kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's like you do remote viewing long enough, you might know that there might be something actually to that. It's very interesting.
Or we've achieved a unique group psychosis.
Yeah.
We're all barking mad. No, we're having fun. That was a good one.
Well,
again, whoever sent that in, you'll want to see this presentation. It'll be coming out soon. We just debriefed the whole thing, but it's got to be edited. We're putting this out as an advanced teaser.
No, very cool.